na mene na Obiri Boahen entwetwen enkomo na yenhwe enei ye ka say former deputy general secretary ma NPP amanyuku no na Obiri Boahen nana afishiapa.
Oh, I think I'm not here.
Boko de
Another woman.
Eda sia no pese waje yeso efre wo enye bone agya afi akwa akogu na anu yi afi etwa mu December bosumi etwa to ne da na etoso nso yesi yeto aba afinie nyame ya adomo a ebi a next week holiday ba ko beba wo hunko akufia da bi no eno so ye bre a yesi ye de mampani si so ye holiday ni edi kwa ni nyina ye de ka ye ho Mijiri se President Mahama ba ye yamamwe wudi wani adi akire kakra nana se yeka se yemmu nkonta uhu ne sen.
Oh, well, I'm not here saying my percentage. Oh, my percentage, your percentage. But no, generally, unti can say wamunya she. Let me be very honest. I don't speak out of your political menkasa. Some amanyuko. Yes, no amanyuko NPP. But we make kasa so Obiri Boahen. O NPP, oni me yagina fan. Oni me yagina fan. O NDC, oni me yagina fan. O NDC, oni me yagina fan. That's the way I go about my life. Until sometimes what is issues with our history. Among for a can, but what you mean?
Nana, who was so pa obi eti o.
History, but that is all. So, okay, sir. President Mahama buy money Libyan yeah. I know one against because you see, in terms of security, no, and there might be acronym because come down to 2004 elections. Now heightened insecurity in the country. You talk about we basic. And you see we basic, and we basic, and we are insecurity, But President Mahama Bayano, a man above from me, can say a real payo, but a man above from. Now it has also given Ghanaians the opportunity to say, oh, nah, MPP Anyadia cry. Oh, NDC buy a bay idea. So NDC so buy one idea. Oh, sana. Well, when your opportunity, debate to be home. Tsunami or more can be free. Alaska, you could see, Midoma. 2016, yeah, 2016. Now, 2015, we all throughout the NPP for buying. Man said them say the track so. And so I road be a LNK abisim to Chira to Techman. And there be a many opportunity because I said, na say yeah money na this year you can. This year can one fa kwa no nko. Kwa no da ho. Wo ye kwa no ya e be bo ye nyina. Na mfie nwotwe 2016-2024 banye kwano na NDC abanura nene na fini wa betwa kwano so bebe ya will you say something NDC for benye hwiana will you say benye hwe yanka nokre
enti sa kwano ne contractor ho so
oba ho so be twasia ya mi de mengu say be say de twaso se ne betwa so the politics man ya mamu ha no ye mu binum na du ba bia da bo ase ye be ye din because wan ye din nya wo kire mo kan etom so I don't know sa na say I don't think so some of us can continue this kind of situation. Now mami Mavi, I am one particular person so be kaya Damboche wrote a letter to Nanado and Damboche complained bitterly said the then administrator of Common Fund. So I cannot offer so handle Sikasam for District Assembly and Metropolitan Assembly. And yet, me can run some minister for local government after all the then president na the then administrator of common fund ya reshuffle ya so na sika no ask those DCs and MCs but I never remember 5,000 a month and then NDC buy the DCs are being given 35,000 so we MPP here can across NDC and count o party in terms of power o party ni share DCs MCs so this is assembly no sika no that they call common fund no that they call ye so sure we can put to new mama we can na MPP so you also praise President Mahama say oh this is assembly common fund any DC secretary why are there and therefore Sabia can say men go to that what as the minister for local government and where the wrote to Nanando again. It was published in the papers and at all. But assembly among until the Mochi Kofi. But Ocean NDC Abana Sanya assembly no Enyesika Eyon Puntuguma NPP Jayanina Beguso Betwaso Beya into Benyadia Kanokore.
Nana. No, ona wo fem na wo kan fi se na no wa wo manti a free wo mantemu bi eba ha mikicha se wo ha stugard ne wo mo aka na uti o masem o mo kan even within the party empanimfo ebe from se founders o mo boaye in the region kanetete no uzenke ebe kan ne aka bono ne aka hafo ente se ne ya chembe miensen no a o mo ka se nipa bi a hihye dem wa amanyoko no mu a omuhu se we no mu na boaye ma amanyoko ni jinhini wa omo ba ye ya kohwe omo kira kwai ebi omo yade omo yede omo kan ye besi mitim ye papa je da konkomo amene ne twetwe na fidie su anu o ka se ya ye program kura me koho se party de hye ya mantami wo mu ka ye kwoteme korona eti ne wo keka ya no fanto hundie bebre wo ho ntito asoma fine
yo but let's look at it now you tell dollar megina oh dollar number from gold for dollar so dollar for gold ya here it's good but IMF koka say 214 million bi ayira no any so bi pima kutia oh na MPP for the sami jamfie ni mwase MPP come on. And you know, I read about one of them. Was it Bande, Mustafa Bande also? Non-so say the person, Samijan Femin Guase, and then this in working much. What the whole institution like IMF? The whole institution like IMF. Abaka someone, Benny Bre, Samijan Fee, Benny Bre, NDC. Look, we need to be honest and sincere. Everything is black intellectuals, black politicians, black academicians. They do be a no mama, nipa ye take you, yes.
Intimate near okay, I say, Nana. A Fabi Sonia was empending for a receipt because I no pay, baby, I'm a pesa ye copa ye. Young constitution, the 1992 constitution, no. Committee, mampeniti ye. Professor Prempeni chese openi kakari omo report omo dia mama mpani si ebetumi aye ho adwuma sa ye ntumi enye ho adwuma sa wei so ebekọ akọka nsinse mu se ne abetwetwam yi ekoye hopa na mpesa ye hwe anopai because report no ba minim nana wanya bi ahwe mu
look benya bi ahwe but let me very honestly when you be a metabol pa uti
Nitipa.
So you the Casa report on myself. So about the seminar. Young discuss Espanol in Barcelona. I am born on the 8 p.m.
Maybe yes, Espanol.
Yes, the child be binti. What I say? Sir, person because Spain and not because England. Okay, and discuss Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest. On the 12:30. Oh, Nancy make us answer. Uti.
You'll be at you.
As a man, say, ABYE.
Nana,
so you can fret you. Don't need to be about this report of us. I am saying this because as a lawyer, from Dr. Propenenuma, Professor Propenenuma,
Prof.
The call, Mantam Doom, Tio.
Out of 16, no.
No, for one of one. What call Mantam Do. Mantam never done no yet doing here. Now, Omoko Dunum.
Asempa FM.
Ghana, as said. Say ye pebia dina ye mammo dina se benya pebia nya obia dina kete say dunsia no ese say ye ko dunsia ni nem ese say ye ko dunsia ni nem na so wan ko dunsia na wo ko duma lawyers will tell you, seasoned lawyers will tell you, responsible lawyers will tell you, hard-working lawyers will tell you, knowledgeable people will tell you, God-fearing people will tell you, say, null and void.
Asempa FM.
Sa report now lawyers, seasoned lawyers, knowledgeable lawyers, academicians, intellectuals. Nyonko sikuda, no knowledgeable. He will tell you, say, oh, now say we the one yeshi, and null and void. You don't waste your time discussing an issue which is a nullity.
Okay, so we no yen to me mfa say sane wo kan say eyemrekuni na wose yesesemu a yen to me nka say te say researcher yesi o ye the sample bi na ye nti yen fa ni nyina ye yi nipa ni bi ama omo a represent the other people na be kan we nte sa
Debbie man kan ye dunsia ko ba yi sika ma
Asempa FM
monko sabio Mr. Meka Mama mean you where she be pay. Any responsible and knowledgeable person who say ya could do sikama on the my nasa. I say you could do insia. Nti mo fa sikama ka ho. Sa no bayam. What could do? One ko insia. Insia na one ko so no all new ones in bia. So it means that Savannah region one ko. One kwa hafo. One call Bono East, one call Oti, one call North East, and I think one.
Western North.
Western North, good. No problem. We say ya sabi kafrache. Ni okwa fom. Ni okwa ye. Ni okwa asoro. Ni oda one nan terms on sorry. Then you ask me say, Obiri Boahen kire views.
Nana.
What you know? Nana. Null and void.
Nana nyabotre. If you say wo as a lawyer, any a free way, ya free wa. Enka baby a wo pinpoint chire ye say. There be niemrano can say a constitution. Ye wo entrenched clauses a womb. Say yes, ye adwenchire ne wo mantemu maako dunsia. E was say dunsia no bia de na adwenchire ba. Eti se koye dua na ne omaye no ye gitum wenye yie. Wo ken waka say obi anadwen mu da ho, obi oye lawyer ni, obi odi nokore, obi osuro nyame. Eti se wa ama anope se ne wani esi abre se nwasi ye discuss. Na se enei ye beti yesi o mampani se ya dia tum because mampani ato aso say will set up a committee to look into the report near e was say ye fa ho na say ye koye nimu ano no but se bibi sin to bi say wo mu a na open point o da bi he was say ni say ya di enti na nwasi ye discuss
see you either way the president Mahama and no see you want to make a name for yourself, you make to say we have record for yourself. Mensa kan na ma tete say bere mo ko dum mo anko nsiam nyanji tumu a enye yi entino mo ma yantina asemi yanhwa ya de ba ma mo aka ho am be ko nsiam. No, but it raises a lot of suspicion. Someone ko nsiam dia, why this rush? It raises a lot of suspicion. Are doing sin? Moko dum. Aya dan mo ya krata ya mo say oko what is a bibi ho. It raises a lot of question marks. I think that sometimes some of us it will be good for us to keep quiet. No, because so what me one. Now no kura no awo kan. Nyam so na wusuro no ma wo kan no kura no. No kura no awo kan no. Ni otie bi kura nse dan tie ni yo. Na achese odi bi ewurawura. Ade ni edunsia. Ba ko dum. Wo ma ko dum. Ba da bia ni kan ba be report no. Be ban be ye. Nim dem be tum ka de ko ma mampani. Dem mampani ka se me set up. Oh, they are up to something. Both the committee and mampani Mahama, they are up to something.
Yeah, sir, at the corona they are up to no. Would you say they are up to the?
Well, I don't know, but but Yanka no could do in our could do ma. Where we Pika and Becca doing in our could do ma. Where we now what about the top watch it and maintain or the come up, you know. Where we Tanya so the mass of Maje into so one say, Banco Dins and Beko do.
Enti se koba se ye toaso emma saa report we afedie ankoso kwan mu na be ye adwuma obi betumi ateki matter na apse me de court dabi ne ye no ye bumra so ana se ye betumi agya ya mena kosa
what ye tio abakwa no ha mo hwe ye no man sare se mo sankra o abakwa no ho ha mo hwe ye nyamadin se mo sankra. Because
Asempa FM.
We see, I didn't been here. What could do? We were so the Mary. What's it in the what bonopo? Would you go, the badabum? Would you come and pay? Oh, Master Damase. Me to be a mamma. Nancy, ironically, it includes its own region. Ironically, it includes its own region. And the word, would the word to be on by my old man can bank up the half one per bargain. Now, what I'm penny no, I can't say, say, let us say more team Poby, wouldn't it? Trampen no any crew, more team Poby. But no, that food you I'll give to them, say, look, Yatia bread. Some of us are Yakwadari among us, some who are a big brimha. Some of us are Yakwadaru, Bako, some who are big brimham. Who can under me, sir? No, Yatia bread. Yatia bread. No, me say something that's a me Obiri Boahen. Me Kofi Boahen. I do baby. Me a man on me come Ghana for Ben say ni be me can be a beboami, again. Because what can be no, what can you assassin, what can you wom, what to for pan, ni big and chan can no do what. It is like I lawyer be a say, I can find you every bono. Me say. Now, some way so that can happen. That can happen. How do you say? I can find you free bono. And then the went on for that to say, the free bono, catch mine. Historically, that is inappropriate. And so, me and Minanda again, actually, we say, oh, Bono Kingdom, no, the first chief, Nana Samang, from 1295 to 1325. Second person, Queen Mother. 1325, 1328. Me no waka se buku nkitam, pen nkitam. Nsu kana me kacho. Enti me kwaka se, okaka se akanfo nyina bono, ne mra nya nokra. Na nye ono mpeti odidi mata. Ebiri ne ye kan batu weyi. Adini nsi pa. But President Mahama agya tum se me to bi no. Na je President Mahama wa fa adin bi. Tempen ya dan be tum ni ka kire boano. The born carry the common president, but after Adrian this year, what could do? Then you ask me this morning, sir, Constitutional Review Committee, you know, done some now you know, you discuss it. But I say, oh, please, with due respect to my good leader, my good sister, and my listeners. In your journey, morning whom mental so.
You, yeah,
if we say, and therefore, and with due respect, it's worthless to be discussing an issue which for me is a nullity.
Nane,
yeah.
Na mo campaign so e kwesen.
Oh, it's on track. Sabi am break mu trouble. Fani do bet mu trouble. And it is quite fascinating here. And I read something about Natoshi. Now, not Okasa baby. All I'm on for. Host na catcher and say, Yatoma Canada Japan. For a start, there should be a wish I made them a for the Canada Japan. Madame for, but me analyze it, me assess it, me. Motoma Canada Japan. Yene, Ananumina, Yabeba. Because, yes, group of people are going to be NPP. But they've gone further to form a political party. Now they are going to contest. Then you are telling NPP for thoroughbred NPP for say Sawotoma Canada Japan. Host na country say on beba. That is dangerous. You say, oh yeah, Obi Awasa you said in America, discerning mind, discerning person who say, hey, Intisa Utoma Sumesia, hosting Chester beba. No, this is the word from NATO. She's mouth. And I manufacture this information. I don't manufacture information. That's how they are. Then that is dangerous. Imagine, say, come on, Kunadu NDP. Na Kwamnado for any John Mahama or Moya campaign. Now, I'm going to Kwamnado for group you got said. I'm on for more. Motoman do for. Or just saw the Kunadu Nakita food in Ababa and this year. I believe that any responsible person up NDC because anyway what is confirmed. Politics parties politics parties any penina any kuina any brebiara na do sato sayam kachiro bi say misrone but modern abaka. Sometimes in life, even our dear Kurano, your Bema, or your Dokwa, or the cop, Ba Ukun Dokwa, or the cop, and then you move ahead. So if you have a political party like NPP, 31st over cop, not come to be Obia, who is being touted to be the running mate, Echo Geneva say, hosting Chelsea, Motoma, Asumesia. That is dangerous. Obia MPP Papa Bia MPP Moja Womunja. That was a mercenary member, not a full-fledged member of the NPP. Or please a statement no come because people have a hidden agenda.
Nana Yankomo no ye betoa so. Ba once afidie ne ye de ye adwuma.
Ma be comfortable.
No, Nana. Tie masem na America no. Yes, there be tie. Oh, Nana. Nana, be comfortable branch in somewhere. Okay. But what is a brain? I think so. I think that brain is just trying to raise ahead the flag of the party. I think that Nana, yeah, dear ba kumienu afidie no, e be san frɛ why? Nyabotre yeba etiefo yebesrɛ mo yeba sisia.
All right, so abusiafo Nana Obiri Boahen ena yeti se ode nano disem eto edwa no. Na ni na efa the end of 2025 said the NDC amamu isikoye any the up and down, what I say the ups and down, the echo ye any the anko ye no ni na ena yeti se Nana Obiri Boahen lawyer waboni na tofa na oka ho asem no na kwabena bobiansa enso ewo Accra FM na utie nsem a one ne pandits omo eka omo kiremu a this very economy it is coming back to its normal states, and also say omo betimi aye adwuma ama adwuma no aso ani a then the NDC appointees, ministers and the CEOs must be must respect Ghanaians, and also our some making sure say they stick to the rules and regulations. Obaka Yura John Mahama at the code of conduct code of conduct nina simply means they have to stick to what do you call it? Rules and regulations are they govern nation. Yedi etwo no ma yedi church say be ya obi ye ade bi esebi. For example, corruption. About corruption related issues that code of conduct must be guided and also must make sure say you are doing it in accordance with the law. Inti yebeko ne kwa kutie nsema owura bobi ansa ene ne pandit nso editu edwane ekoba ednaka ina ebeto aso ewo yam platform so do comment betum na wa like na wa share na foforo etimi enyi bia hwe nti nse ne bia ekoba ebeto aso.
Wow.
Instead say enka
Muba sampa.
Yeba sampa no. Ye yira ekosi suma anajo 10 and unim say forest no road no LED yesa to Mayra.
I want to the Mayra. And you lead mu to Mayra.
Ya yira akopie Mayra. Ye drew chromo na kanipa be 2 pe. Also one yes very small
community,
yeah community ni pe 2 pe na tia bonten ye gina ebusa omo catch say there is another road on there from 80 Kwanam Roberts a year juma ho pa because of crocodile say friends kokwan nti na yesi ye de ehu efa my ye no so de be pie another forest cra say obia na ayi drop kwa no de
ene wes brekum sampa
ade
wan fa wenchi de no so wahu
there be
wenchi to sampa e be fa eno be fa mi krom wenchi nsoko sampa
ye no so
eno see terrible.
Oh ade ne
kabra debia me ba na me se ya kwan na ye challenges me se bononum no akwan ye challenge serious challenges. Nti ni omo dia no em say me kai say 2024 2020 president mama ba ho nti ofa akwan no bi so nti 2024 oba nsoko o te metena ase na o say Ramsey say dey mo kwan na say kura o na it was even difficult so come to from wenchitu nsoko no say kwan na say say kura but trust him I'm sure say it will be dealt with. Say ya award this sunwane to Sampa as brekum to Sampa no and it's under big push
sir the
fa drobo no so Sampa na ekofa suma efa dam so fa drobo ekofa gene eko brekum no it has been awarded under big push.
Okay.
And the second batch of the book push is here when to Sampa
and
also has been yet to be awarded but it has been approved
under the push. Me no be share or Sampa and I'm say ekronomu etim no a eye nananom titikuro Sampa wodi
yes
eya enti sanfutro no mo te kontokwa na eden ya mebusa no so what are they fighting for? The Ghana mpanimfo APP mo kontokwa no omo state Sampa krono
ti krono de na akoduro ha
omo timfutro mo omo timfutro mo se me koda suma enti na me cheda ekọ nante Sampa ko jira kwa an ko to aduane me no mu di nkomo the only choba ye say the best wo no me ko bayire fufu ko wo bayire fufu wo ko twi me ko no mu didi trase di nkomo and I asked them so why almost so kura no ade Ghana penifo ye kuru no mo ntia se but you see hona cashew na
headquarters of area ho nyina obia tony cashew ahona edeko se ho abe depot hona abrofo no disika ba nti hona cashew center pa ewo even though other areas is a tiny banana wenchi so cashew no ho but obia cashew no ndodo no sampana edeko ansa na asan free ho aba so look ekwan we nti cashew bebre na hu no say yes sport wo man we mo sa kwan no nyina so na efa nti there is no NCC no wo hwe cashew no ne bobre a e wo potential kura e chen koku
bebre
very good nti na ho so na the hub sa enclave no wenchi bana time German north Germans ho na ye cashew no headquarters And there are a lot of hidden resources there. So there is no economic ruler ever my we chance akwan no.
And yeah, be na said because the other time me quote and I'm a firm call Dambai. Na chema uhwe baabi abayire uhwe bayire na aman no ye didi free biano. Yem penifo no just want the place to go waste.
Yes,
why?
Ewa kwan a challenge.
I didn't hear.
Yeah, for instance, apart from cashew no. Bayre, a bro, banchi, a rampant wo ho. You don't know pa, but a kamuram.
Hey,
A kamuram so
some
bois and one nyina ka ho na fuel inflation no. Because your man e wo ho no, e wo ye area ho no. Tan ba na wanchi German of German e ka se e badwaman so a e betete abo so amana ko fam. Ba bebre especially the artillery routes. Oba me consensus ya kwan ketenkete na e free ho ba. E free farmlands no badwam no. Ni nyina senti they can't even bring the Abaya see a big warehouse bedu me constituency. A part of this year na use for school feeding your money. Buffer stock.
Yeah.
So they use it Northern Rural Growth Project. Time I buying NDC first no. I mean DC kwan you see big one all Rural Growth Project now it's a buffer stock warehouse. But baby abrono be free abano. E kwan ni nyina senti mema. So abrono nyina ti me ba it will reduce the maize prices down because a major we are overwhelmed. In fact, Abaya there with this big push, but because of the sheer number of roads are saying no, enya there it may capture ni nyina. But we are hoping say I am just hoping
highway no.
Ye maybe no crowd.
Highway
for the meantime. Ye maybe no ntum for the meantime. Na I think kakra ya e wo ho no so no. Ye nyusu ye drip no emfa nye akwan nketo no bi. Ba highway no e bi tumma ya. E be boy pa.
Anyway, munkafra pa. But them say mo so mo fru na mo na nintina. So I just ask myself say ade we nti mo kamu mo na mo nye seje.
Governor, you go so say ya break for the last 8 years there pa. But this time any excuse.
Yes.
So I'm really a woman. Yeah, NDC any excuse.
Yeah.
But thankfully President Mama any era a minister no minister for roads and I realize the importance of prioritizing area whole routes no nti say this way my way ya anya roads na
e ka ba fie
if you say ni nti a umisa reason ti a if you one seat in 2020 adru 11 seats in 2024. In 2016 election we were between 2017 2018 19 na one seat bana enyoma we ya ena bonofo no say ya di buzi ane ne party achisa ye nya hwe ena omu che mu pe ena o man 6 e wo 2020 ena o man NPP 6
because now first 4 years no mo anya kwan no
o man nya hwe o man nya kwan no
no so ki we am first
munyi 6 na yema NDC for 6 years so monhwe
very good Abiba
and they realized NDC was not in power
very good
and they called 2024 election so between 2020 I almost 6 seats no e kwan no tete ya fe the offer sokora enye ye nko mo man 12 out of 12
Allah
bibi ne si German staff
ne dane
ye and na o mama ye 11 out of 12 say you call round the way back na ya kwan te sa they will reverse it because bonofo no o mabato no very
na o reverse so mu di yo
yes because o mo di NPP acho mo hu hwe
as to whether say NPP so mo reverse na NPP be ba ya mom
and that's the challenge they say NPP nye and this is the opportunity say ye NDC ye bonofo akwan no mo a it is done bono will be like a voter region because it's a party no why they ho papa because I'm for big expectations especially about our roots.
Munye.
Say yeah, quina, and this year quina. I'm telling you, say bono. Ebe to say oti.
Munye.
Any voter region.
Only I want to adapt me bar sampan. Me person me adapt suma sampani area as my second home or my third home. Me second home here voter region. And everybody know. That's Eba say.
Say oh your second home.
Me
then of course
me pam tomorrow. Me ya pam since
never be we apprentice. Never be apprentice.
Me pam tomorrow.
Never be apprentice. Commander one, remember we apprentice for one.
Me see e work sum bono. Akwa ni yo.
Ya samo.
Hey.
Ya samo.
Me be some say trouble for omo ye den. How do they survive?
I know you. Suma my hene last 2 weeks. Suma edi festival ho. Nti Council of State member Nana Suma my hene. Nti my Council of State for no be buy. Dem ma me beti mo di rules na di kan. Only do wanchi buy. Na ono offer wanchi nsoko ene de buy.
Okay.
Obaye no ene o ka che Nana ne say opanoda route out because me offer so buy ene de ontimi mfaso biom.
Ayo.
Nti opeso offer hako. And I said, "You see that amount." Now I had there no, a chair way no.
Oh,
the thing is that terrible,
terrible.
And but thanks for that portion, they have been approved and awarded into contract and no start also.
Yes, Reno. Yes, Lemon.
I can't hear double the awarded. No. Double up to Brekum. I can't hear fan so called Ebefa Wenchino.
Then your friends say if you sunyan kru no airport area hon akwai ni nyina
fire na
8 years no mo yeden
mini na say ba na the ni nyina ni nkamfo nyina ne say how will a region turn from 11 1 11 no we can 10 no 11 1 bio it is because of sanyoma na
11 wonders.
Yes, sanyoma na e koso no and I'm on 10 no because they did not education infrastructure, health infrastructure, roads, electrification. Maybe you see me constituency as typical example. NDC, John Mama 1, John Mama, Atano John Mama, and John Mama. No, we sent 48 communities and a wire into electric way, power grid, electrification. 48 communities.
I see.
But within the 8 years, not even one. Not one was added. We built schools. Within 8 years, not one school was built. Roads, nil. And they did not just lose. And the almost parliament, I know, Oman say, Rick Monroe, sir, shenanigans way win a power. No. The people there vote based on their conscience and what they see. And we have one formula for winning elections. That formula is give the people the development that they need.
That's all.
Give it to them. And the social media, those radio stations are to do propaganda. It's no more working.
Of course.
Because what they know it before it comes to the radio station.
Okay. Social media
and so do the development. We have developments and the president Mama Fras here and there. Oya na ye kodu na ye nkrofo na anka se odi asisi ano no ye bia kwan no more development no koso a forget it. Is the reason why Bono turned.
Anyway, ye bompa ye amamo akwaba mama honorable Haruna akwaba Haruna akwaba enia bokode
nyame adom amoye papa
ame dase but honorable Ramsey I mean starting with you and then now we are looking at Ralph Felix Fosukwache. It will be a very busy week. Looking at a net report called National Security Council plane crash report. No, what now we are expecting say a media briefing omuvia Wednesday nkukwa nketenkete lunch koso ewo Kumase Ashanti region omuvia Thursday budget so baso so week so packed we know, but one conversation minim say and echo across the CJ nominee vetting process, and now I'm for him whether say a vetting or say debate time we don't know, but I'm for raising concerns. Even some of the NDC supporters feel like honorable here for he's not firm on the delivery. Meaning so I follow up. Meaning be crab and no bana with him in other lawyers. Now you do and come but say we need to work it out. However, process Koso. We spoke to a lawyer Kwaku Ansasar, and he was telling us that yes, looking at NDC numbers, they can just go ahead, do whatever they want to do, vet the CJ nominee, and if possibly approve him. Na yanko, but we am Rasabagani, Mammy Mount.
Yo, that's Minia. Medicain. Yadin Commodian, so much yaw, Namachi Yaminia, Haruna. Yeah, and a tear for 80. Any even your moete. I think if you didn't pay attention, I also a parliament in so share Afro barometer survey, ye fa parliament home, ye fa and you won't be brave one. We are trying to redeem ourselves because your image, you know, and ye for our bunting. The case in a agent appointment committee, and you a coso appointment committee. You probably brave an engineer coso. I think say it drew a big grammar, yes, that Pijan Kumya. Emane yentokwa enti we are trying to redeem ourselves. Me free workshop ayeye no Lisa for heads of for leadership of committees or parliament about how to do the yebeye adwuma yie enti adwuma yie na demonstrating no parliament or adwuma yie no I mean me nua na ha me say there were 3 arms of government, a co-equal arms of government, and you must give respect to each one of the arms. And this I respect Yedima president, you know, and Yedima speaker of parliament. I was says Yedisa respect, you know, Emma chief justice. He's becoming a authority leader. He's becoming a nuisance on the appointment committee. Now Yajano Amana a nuisance.
Oh, how?
Yes, and
how?
He's become a nuisance because Oyusu appointment committee, you know, as a tool for press conferences. And as a tool to settle political scores outside the appointment committee.
What are my typical examples?
Yes. And Enyoma Okofa Bayan, appointment committee had no locus. All the motion about parliament. Say, because Asem Obiri Asem court, enti vete the nominee of the appointment committee. The chief justice. All the motion bar, motion must be moved. It must be seconded. It must be debated. Here we come either by vote or by decision of the speaker. Yeah, debate to motion, you know, we have gone through all the processes. The motion have been defeated. So motion you defeated, you come by a decision of the speaker. You come by a substantive motion. You don't go to an appointment committee and know your appendage of government, parliament. Appointment committee and so in parliament plenary. You don't go to parliament and go and appointment committee, go and raise the same issue. No one make a statement say, Nipa na covet no or you disputed. Or till the word disputed, I say. And to honor the personal issues are what the former chief justice assembly to say any baby, no, different from parliamentary duties. And look, he comes to appointment committee and then start asking nominees, where is your house located? What has that got to do with appointment personnel?
But we didn't say encounter. And I say account, but you think it's needless.
It is needless. It is needless. Just watch him on the appointment committee. Just watch him. He just wastes time. You see, ya allow no. When we say uma kwan ma nyoma bi koso a, e be do be a person stop na ye den. Empen bebre ene ewura mama yarga. Eye na adwen say sa nyoma e koso no. It's nuisance. A hard dream. A waste your time. bibia ni standing orders we mu a emma ekwan say minority leader give an address from the beginning or majority leader give an address.
Chairman, yes, sir.
It become a practice. You see, if something becomes
so which means even the more chairman he's not able to read. He's not able to read in between the line, knowing who Afenios is. You see, and knowing that the CJ is sitting there. Why should you even just trigger that?
You see,
confusion
under normal circumstances, and with a very reasonable minority leader, Parliament is about consensus. Parliament is about not just the decision making, but the opinion of the minority. And a parliament, we know, a super majority parliament. And if you don't manage, chair any committee, maybe committee I may also know. 17, 12 ANDC 4, 5 AMPP 4.
Wow.
So we can decide not to take any view from them. We can take the decision. But that doesn't strengthen parliament. Yeah, the end of Kufuado the Enubia. And ordinarily,
but I'm supposed to believe is that NPP deserve that.
Ordinarily, meaning
the way they behave.
Yes, ordinarily. Say speaker no makwine say minority leader give an open remark, sir. That is like a way of building democracy. But I agree with you. Looking at Obia, unreasonable minority leader like Afenyomak, he doesn't deserve that courtesy.
Because this is not in the first time.
Yes, he doesn't deserve that courtesy. Looking at the way he was going with the statement now, Omekeno, media ene you are listening now. Vetting starting. I mean, say minority will not take part in the vetting.
And then you say basically,
I knew very well. In fact, I told one of my colleagues when we were following on what they were doing, because even when the workshop was going on, I had put my phone on Parliament website to be able to follow what was going on. Because of statement, I don't know, make it say the vetting will not come on, the vetting will not come on. So we were following. Or starting the shenanigans and those tactics. Let me say, they were doing all those things to walk out. And so
virtually the work cannot say the appointment committee chairman has given the NPP reasons to walk out.
No. I knew say they didn't want to take part in the vetting.
But say no, when you know the man na kofa we have been to mo kasi am o man kan masem.
Ghana for nyina hwe. It came live. Obi ahwe bi. Enti we nya say ye ko hwe ye be kan say we no man you. Obi a dem man ye. Ena you if you make a statement say it will not come on today, it will not come on tomorrow. That was Emma so, but he has not got that power. And until they didn't say they won't take part in the event. They didn't want to take part right from the word go. But you must give them the benefit of the doubt. And another area I hear for you know. You here for the style. Different from Kwabena what you have.
You have a point.
Semi metiwa ne meye obi ane ne dimina ono ne style no different. You see, one of the most democratic people I've ever met in my life, or appointment committee report to bar, he allowed for minority view. Who said minority disagreed? This is their view in the report. Entire see, very detailed. Kwabena, a source document for young Kwala to come and learn it tomorrow. And to say unreasonable Afenyomak in a chair. You would have best setting bad president of parliament. And they Ghana for who say NPP in society. Say no motieno, sa no motie. In fact, they have become worse, more agitated, and that they have worked out more than their number.
Very confrontational. Meanwhile, you see, they are limited. And now,
and Tokwani CEO Parliament or appointment committee, nobody mentioned minority. Yes, a Parliament of Ghana, or more Kontokwa. The image of Parliament.
Minority.
Yes. And yeah, numpo, yeah, majority, yeah. Almost I remember. That is the strategy they wanted to adopt today. Give them the opportunity to speak. And you were speaking and you went tangential. And the majority that came out said, that be baby, I no, yes, I net here. We say, hey, and for me, they should have walked out earlier to save us all the noise. Because they have already prejudiced their mind, say, they didn't want this man to be vetted. And it's an eyesore. And but for me, their workout is good because now follow the appointment committee. You will see the questions. I have to my papa no because you can say nimdia. Yeah, side who nimdia no. And no over there no nuria dia na kete. We are the only party who can go to parliament, who can be in parliament by ourselves. Say fourth republic is starting no. And this is and still criticize ourselves. Yeah. Still voted against Rawlings policies. Still managed to hold the sanctity of parliament. Even when NPP were there and we had minority, we were there. Even when we were 137, look at what they were doing. And the NPP in the year super majority were. Look at what they would have done. Meaning, say your supporters say TA no can say the NPP you know. And was say you need pure mocha. But what is the meaning of the word reset? To reset the institutions. And the President Mama committee say, let's do the right things. And for the next 4 years, 3 years, academy. See, and me fa enyo man to 2 year mana year Ghana democracy way the best bet for us is President Mama because he is not going again. Because he has got the responsibility to fix the mess and grow with critique
and leave a legacy
a lasting legacy for all of us. And the next person to take over cannot deviate from it. But say you did once in a way,
Harun, I'll come back to my honorable, but who follow proceedings? What do you see?
Michelle Honorable, Michelle Commander, Michelle Etiefo Eshofo, Michelle Bia. Commander, we share our democracy, your practice or Ghana since 1992. I shudder to say, the second coming of NPP has made Ghana useless ever in the history of democracy practice in this country. You see, we share the democracy we practice in this country since 1992. After Jerry John Rawlings, after John Ajakum Kufuor, after Mills Mahama administration, the second coming of NPP led by Nana Akufo-Addo has made our democratic dispensation so useless to the extent that we don't know where we are headed and how we got here. A lot of times, we share the 8th and 9th Parliament under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama of the 9th Parliament and of the 8th Parliament of Nana Akufo-Addo. You also, if you listen to Che Mensa Bonsu, if you listen to, I'm talking of the leaders in the past, if you listen to the speaker today, if you listen to Kumwo, if you listen to J.H. Mensa, if you listen to Omubaye as minority leaders, majority leaders, and son of this particular guy, Afenyo Markins, leading NPP today as minority leader and yesterday as majority leader, you would have nothing to write home about but arrogance of his person. I don't know where he is today. So Ojimi Keke, he doesn't know how Obe build the consensus in parliament. And I don't know where he got that practice from. Because you will see Chairman Sabonsu disagreeing at the preliminary, but at the end of the day, they will arrive at consensus. To that extent, it tells you how leadership quality that we need in parliament. Afenyo Markins has made, under Afenyo Markins, NPP has turned into a pressure group. It has lost attraction in the public domain. Nobody loves NPP. And when I was coming, because Jina baby, omu afenyo markings ehyasie Mr. Chairman and people no musre. That's some people, somebody was even mimicking Chairman Seke and Fanta big boys na make no. And what is this? Obedu baby no see Bonafide and nipa kono siri what is that? Who reduce penny for to say omo members of parliament and yum before and you this small boy you will come to prove to everybody say who ninyansa. I don't get it.
That is why he inherited from Jose Chairman Sabonsu grammar.
But even so, the man Chairman Sabonsu knows how to build consensus. That's the leadership we want. And Afenyo Marcus, if you ask me, okay, has no leadership quality to lead even a pressure group, not even members of parliament. And I don't see why NPP would allow him to lead them. Okay, Papaya, your friend saying, okay, Central and Asaf, MP no.
Patrick Boahen.
What did Patrick Boahen say about Afenyo Marcus? Or say at this point, we don't need Buga leader. We need a leader who will carry all of us along. We need a leader who will listen to resonating voices. But Afenyo Marcus, you come and sit down and the only thing you do is to use your office to make money and enrich yourself, and you think that is leadership? Look, listen to Joe Wise and Minya Suyimi. Listen to them. You will see power and you will see the exhibition of arrogance. You will see authority.
Question,
so sometimes if you and you cast your mind back in the past and what happened, nobody will even respect your friends and say, your friend Afenyo Marcus. I'm telling you, nobody will respect him. Who's sorry, I know we are to say we wouldn't we are where the man in question, the chairman in question knows how leadership should be respected and how you should carry everybody along. Sana honorable he could stamp his authority, but I told her when you have the authority and the power, you don't need to exhibit it for people to interpret it for you to understand. No, let the people outside know understand to understand. Say, oh, Papa, or you'll be
you need to be measured.
You need to be measured in every approach. But if you imagine, you will not see over my dead body. I will never sit the minority seat. I will never over my dead body. I will never be a minority. I will never do. Say I will to home. Free so you need to be measured as a leader. Let people judge you by your actions. But all of this, Mimia, what brought about this press conference that is so-called under appointment committee? It is about how we build relationships and consensus so that people will know how your issues are chained out for other people to contribute and address it together. Mimia, what is it about? Araba tokono eye politics and a politics no ekodi no mra na di no enye NDC na di no e mra mami kan ye na oti
emra na achi no
na bi mra na di no what you say mami kan sa baby mami kan ro no bi anti ase what you say say oni mra na di o honorable oni mra na di na di no what you say
honorable
so the issue in contention has to do with the leadership of the judiciary. The president of the Republic of Ghana is not a lawyer, and the law is respected, and nobody is above the law. So under no circumstance should you fault NDC nor John Dramani Mahama, the president, because he has followed due process as the law prescribed. Yes, ma unkofa aban sika edi ukuno ana wumpna etu kwan. We yesa woni mmra no bedi. Nanso no woni mmra ne di na edi wa. Enye John Dramani mama.
Mmra no bedi. There's a very good one.
What you say? So this is the thing. Now Afenyo Martins is telling us, say the action of Arabato Kono was justifiable. Say you can take public funds and do whatever with it and get away with. You can't do that. You cannot. The law prescribe how you should travel, who you should travel, when you should travel, and how you do it. So once you have grievances beyond the measure of your own rules, then what it means is that the constitution comes to play. We were in this country. You can say Charlotte Osei, misappropriated funds, procurement breaches. Simple. Na sa time na ye no no onu na oni kunu na mo je ni no hunamu na onye oni supporters na NDC for ni ho. Now what did we do? Yes, we allowed the course to take its natural journey so that everybody will get to understand that say what happened is the law the NPP applied.
And the law
is the law.
Is the law.
The law is the law and is the law. So whatever Afenyo Martins wants to do should be where? Should be the law courts, not in parliament. These are three different institutions. So you have every right to take the case to parliament. You have every right. Yes, if the law says that you have no right to be heard in the your friend saying parliament house, it's the same thing that you have no right to even raise the same thing at the committee level. You cannot do that because the committee is an appendix.
Yes.
So how on earth would you be quashed? Your issues or your grievances are quashed at the preliminary, and then you will now turn around to come and hold press conference for the entire nation to hear you. To what? Just to score political. No, it's as simple as ABCD. Afenyo Martins is taking Ghanaians for a ride, given the fact that you give him the opportunity to be part of the committee, and you want to use the committee to score a political point. It's uncalled for, and we will never and herefore today take it from us. Say, do not allow that dude to take Ghanaians, not you, honorable and herefore. We will not take that for right. How come? How on earth? Milia, today as we speak, Arabato Kono is home watching. Her own deeds is what has come for after her.
But Haruna, mame, that question we met trauma honorable. Then I'll come back to you. Because and then so I will let you guys have a very good conversation.
No problem.
But I'll come back to him. But Honorable Ramsey, Mame Musawi, whether Tokonu case, whether Charlotte Osei case, when you pick NDC MPP, Marita Lamte,
yes,
has same issues.
Oh, sir, Shiraj boss.
Shiraj.
On one day, you know.
Asa Mahama. MPP na your friend saying Okufo Adabi MPP na petition Emma na Mahama yi no di.
Yes,
Shiraj boss. Yes.
But the
Richard Niama na petition here. MPP.
Yeah. But the most popular case is with Charlotte and Tokono.
Yes.
Which is both MPP and NDC approach to these two females. Right.
Minia, the law is the law. The law, it doesn't matter whether you are a male or a female, whether you are black or red. Say, Yebeka Bribia, Emra, Emma Michaloto say, Asemba. Everybody went back to watch what was going on. It played out. Whether it was right or wrong, the president said he used the law. The same thing, and I am Mami Charlotte or say, Mami Arabatokono. Me say a becca because of the agenda.
No, the agenda no make but that so the issue is not about the gender matter, but the approach. You are more free office.
Yeah, the constitutional provision is stating what should be done when issues of that nature.
So today you agree with NPP on Charlotte was saying?
You see, that is the essence of democracy. Me, as I sit here, I have never agreed with the procedure because not because of me Charlotte say, but they never gave her the opportunity. President Mama Edima Emame Tokonono.
Oh, okay.
When the petition came, the person is supposed to see the petition. You must even transmit charges, with NIPA a petition too. But this particular case, all the constitutional provisions were followed. It's not about the substance. Somebody may not be happy with the removal of Tokonu. Omizu will not be happy with the removal of Charlotte Osei. But you must follow the procedure. Who follow the procedure and it comes to the conclusion, nobody can blame you. And that's what President Mama has done. You have followed all the steps. If at any of the steps, like a call, Council of State to her, and answer a call, any of the steps, and they can say, okay, Yantima established prima facie, and Nima. President Mama, as a Democrat as he was, you have. But when they found that she has infringed upon the constitution, it didn't matter. Me, I disagree with people who say, Charlotte Oswald, just procurement breaches, and yet her core functions. No. When we give you an opportunity to manage an organization, the Public Procurement Act is an act of parliament. So every act that you break, you are breaking a law. And Sembrano say, you can't travel with state resources for your family members when they are not public officials. Now, you have broken the Public Financial Management Act. And whether you broke the PPA or PFMA, the most important thing is, did we follow the rule? In Araba Tokono, every step of the rule was followed.
I see.
Yes, but in Charlotte say, a most critical step of who are the petitioners were kept away from her. And that is what people speak about, not the substance of say but quite fast so Charlotte say did you see her go to High Court?
No.
Did you see her go to Appeals Court?
No, but you know, a personal decision.
Yes, I'm coming to the personal decisions. All the courts were there for her to do. But when a former Chief Justice decide to go headwing against the state, against the very law, so protecting law now. If I were the one I made to Chief Justice, former Chief Justice, to Kunu F1, and can this approach?
But the law can be misapplied.
Yes, so she has the right.
Yes.
She has the right. She has even gone to ECOWAS.
Yes.
So she has the right. But if I were the one I'm between the and from the beginning, because you see, per what she has done, she has lost every opportunity of her benefits. No. From the beginning, the moment the committee is set up, there was nothing that you could do. A lot of things happens in politics. You could have said yes, set your soul.
But sometimes it's not about personal benefits, it's about integrity. If she feels like the image has been damaged, he needs to redeem herself. She needs to restore her integrity. So she would rather leave the personal benefits and fight for the integrity.
A lion, Utimichi Abuabia forest ho. But maybe a lion boom. There are days that Ohadia Nikom. You could have fought for this integrity without being confrontational. Without this publicity, this negative publicity. So you see, any students of politics, students of law will ask what is going on. It revives. Oh, mamena, you say ode ne yere ene kunu ene ne ba etu kwan oye we no. Until this discussion will continue going, but it could have been done in another way. And for me, I'm not against the use of the law in taking away any constitutionally appointed person, but it must go through due process. And the distinction between the two is that Charlotte say issue due process was not followed. This one we have every stage of court over corner, because it's also stated clearly say it should be by in camera. She knew it and came say it should be telecasted, but the law doesn't allow that. She lost. She went to this court. She lost. She went here. She has gone to ECOWAS. It's not working. Now, nothing prevents the president, because there should never be a vacuum in our judiciary hall. So nothing prevents the president from nominating somebody. One nominee, nothing, absolutely. And any Ghana, I bet me stop parliament from doing its work. And even the chief justice, Otana panel so, and that panel ruled that Supreme Court cannot stop Parliament from doing its constitutional duty. So why do you then come to here and say, oh no, sir, nipa or in panel nipa no aka panel no to give this ruling a case for students of law to learn? Or no, na also because somebody have gone to court. And say you must have president to Ekoswa. Anytime any issue comes to Parliament, somebody will go to court and say, I have taken Parliament to court, so Parliament should not take a decision. Now, democracy and for me, I have no problem with procedure if I so no. I had a problem, and then the outcomes. I had a problem with Kwanya Faso, you shall to say. But she played it graciously. Have you ever seen people discussing Charlotte say again in any negative manner? No.
But she took it in good faith.
Until this woman tell us what at all is the issue there, or what is the marriage of convenience between you and your man and you and I don't get it, Kamala.
I'll come back to you. But Alaji, when you say Kobasa o enka okono Charlotte say we are odi e betu bia afanisa na Emma ye timid people that one day ye di Charlotte say no ya also ye din enka toko no ye din one day obi be catch us Haruna usu ye din
onim
tell me
Michelle say me dey kan catch you say fiti Jerry John Rawlings ekopem John Dramani Mahama first time as president. We've never had anybody who rubbished, who punished democracy like Nana Akufo-Addo. Everybody meaning Ghanaian in this country etu Nana Akufo-Addo for say baby you are setting a bad precedent. Jansan let us say so one Jan now set a bad precedent. The country democracy will turn into like a football match, a football team where everybody who is going for election will go with only the referee, and the referee is the EC chair. What do you say? One jinaho one tie nyansa for F2 o selecti onuani your friend saying EC chair to go and do election 2020. What do you say? Now usha this same particular issue about who want to undermine our constitution. Nana Akufo-Addo eshasie unim oshasie from the constitution, trying to rewrite our constitution. Under Akufo-Addo, we saw how certain laws were changed, certain constitutional mandated institutions were shortchanged. Is chair a independent body?
Yes.
It has never happened since 1992. Akufo-Addo baya Only first president to have tampered with an independent mandated constitutional body. He's the first person. Ebi see that.
No, but was it illegal? Yes, the process is there. But is it true that the law allows you to be easy chair, you to be chief justice, does the law, even the president, does the law allow it?
The law through a process, a clean, transparent process.
So which means maybe we may have issues about the process with Charlotte Osei, but in law, it's not like EC chairperson and other chairman is untouchable.
We are saying that.
But the moment the process,
we are saying that
it's not done right.
Neighbor, Afarijan, any problems? Afarijan, any problems with Akufo-Addo? Your friend saying Kufuor. In 2004, we have problems with Afarijan, but Afarijan wan pamono. Anka Kufuor pa, anko betima konkoktu. Omu ye kura as petitioners to say sana na Akufo-Addo ye. To pave way for him to sack him, but onya botre. My process no and nobody heard anything about and that's not see Haley your friends saying Afarijan say he's the best EC chair ever and yes no amount for even under NDC no problems for him. But what did we see? We saw leadership and exhibition of talent when it comes to managing crisis. Let me so if Akufo-Addo tempered with, if Akufo-Addo tempered with the constitution, where he decide to change holidays, okay, and to decide again to rewrite the history of this country with the majority that he had in parliament, I don't see what he can do under what Mahama cannot do with this supermajority. If that is the status quo, that you decide, Mahama has not even come to the constitution. Someone shall say Obiri writing the history of this country, but Nana Akufo-Addo did that. After Mahama has tried to reset whatever wrongs Nana Akufo-Addo has done since 1992. Nobody has tampered with our constitution apart from Akufo-Addo, and that's why I'm telling you, say irreparable damage caused by Nana Akufo-Addo in this country is where your friend saying Tokono is facing now. It's not Mahama, it's a constitution, and Nana Akufo-Addo is the person who set the precedent. And so we are talking about precedents and what the implications are. Sure? One, Nana Akufo-Addo made it possible for your friend saying Speaker Bagbin not to function proper. He's the only person under Speaker Bagbin somebody can come. And yet Nana Akufo-Addo era na minim say Speaker Bagbin is number 10 most important person in this country. Speaker Bagbin needed to tell the whole country, say me number 10 most important person in this country repeatedly all the time, simply because Nana Akufo-Addo want to rewrite the history, and as Speaker Bagbin say Mimpany to the extent say opacy law in parliament, and he says that the parliament house or the parliament legislature is their own master of their laws. Nana Akufo-Addo ubwa o fa echire eko tukono ho say ma on passy ma jai say tukono ana tukono ni nyina o koduru ha obewu so brother o come that so tukono just araba tukono tokodu ana tokodu mas omuduru ko mu ha ombe correct de ja ombe korato mu under Mami, Nana Akufo-Addo made Constitution of the Republic of Ghana useless under the auspices of Tokono, and that is why Tokono had to face this law, and that is why Oba not to stamp on her authority to say the law is the law, irrespective of the type of noise you make, say a drum noise, a soon noise, a say noise. The law is the law. Whether Gumbe noise or what have you, the law is the law. Yet you see, but when the law is biting you, let the whole country understand why the law is biting you. Nana Akufo-Addo has made our democracy limping till today. That Mahama is here to reset simply because Nana Akufo-Addo has messed it. But what are we talking about? We are talking about Mami Tokono and how she misconducted herself. Let's not deviate from the fact that Mahama did not sack Tokono. Mahama did not sack her. It's the law that is dealing with her. So why are we making it look as if
everybody will tell you that the law and dealing with Charlotte was saying.
That's what. So what has changed? So what has changed?
The challenge with
So what has changed? No. So what has changed? Now they are telling us that Charlotte Osei office is not as important as the Chief Justice.
No, not the office.
That's what they are saying.
Charlotte Osei as a human being,
it's not important.
Yes, that's what they want to tell us.
Plus even so, Muka say the judiciary is independent. One in the last comment was it the judiciary is independent. The say is this and all that.
But
you can use you can use all types of jargons, but the law is still the law. So let's look at it critically and then analyze it. How you're discussing today's issues. Look, why is it the first time minority walks out? Is it the first time?
No.
Under Akufo-Addo, it has never happened. Even with the brains that you could look. Parliament has no.
But they work out on their own budget.
Yes, even their own budget.
They worked out.
The budget. So is it news?
So
it's never new.
It's not.
So if
they were in power.
Yes,
they worked out on their own budget.
The 99 wise men who went to Akufo-Addo, they refused. They didn't sit in Parliament. The 99 wise men, and even with the 99 wise men, a lot of them are still suffering under the bad leadership of Nana Akufo-Addo. Eugene is still suffering. The leader of the group 99 wise men. Papa, to me lawyer. Eugene, sorry. He's still suffering. Your friend saying, Papa,
okay.
Anybody who stood against Nana Akufo-Addo tyranny was hurt along the way. So, Commander, this is a clear manifestation of resetting of the agenda Mahama brought for Ghanaians to enjoy. Look, let's not forget, the resetting include the exchange rates. Today, what is the exchange rate? Let's remind Ghanaians. The resetting is very key. What do you say? The resetting include the exchange, the foreign exchange reserves. It include that. The resetting include what? Inflation rate for the first time in the year of 2020. Yeah, single digit inflation. It includes that. Let Ghanaians not forget this. Let Ghanaians understand today. A bro, bottle 300 Ghana cedis. Let no Ghanaian forget. I'm telling you for a fact. It's 300 Ghana cedis. I am telling you, I am telling you, me. Na mi to ye bro bottle ye 300 Ghana cedis.
Where cocoa sack ni bi.
Enu na make no 100 Ghana 300 Ghana cedis. Let nobody be deceived that whatever is happening under resetting agenda and cocoa kitty meba.
So how come we are buying 5 cedis?
You see, that's why Ghanaians need mental resettings, because we are forward marching people, backwards never. But in as much as we are running an open economy, there is that need for us to also have a mental resetting as Ghanaians. No, you can't charge me 100 Ghana cedis to go to Kumasi because fuel is 20 cedis per liter. Now fuel is back to 12 cedis and you are still charging me 100 cedis. It doesn't make sense. Did 30 days and clear it with the same amount of dollar you left behind.
I see.
Elsewhere you couldn't do that. The cedis was under what? Slaughterhouse, ready to be killed. So let's look at it. The resetting is key. Mayanka and we see a time Araba because Araba is waste, Araba is gone, Araba will never come back again.
Make it was a stock on it is gone forever.
Finish.
So Afenya Markin and his micro minority should continue bleeding. Nobody cares. So last point on this, then we move to Nkukokitinkiti issue.
Yeah. So generally, President Mama, Wababi Dao, when President Mama took over in 2013, no, President Mills, when President Mills took over, now Chief Justice Oho. Oh, so Obiri in Saka Chief Justice no. Obi am fat in Sanka no. One know Chief Justice no. Is it Georgina Woods?
Yeah.
Because or transferred from Kufuor to President Mills, President Mama, and Meso.
Yeah.
Nobody touched her.
Yeah.
Bisa who say, a day and away. Emma may Araba to Kunu, a day ena enkrofo enya ne ho asem. Look, she was the head of the judiciary. Enti over lower court na besi high court wa. In all the cases no, anko any kangaroo court. In all the cases, it all went to a court wa. Ye maame na nkasa eda no. Enti clearly ono ani colleagues a ono mo ho. Petitioners a eye petition bae. Ejidi say enyoma no mo so waye no waye. If you say court no na oda no, not long before that on no oda court na no. Enunti so onye ya so sumfidie papa ehu abo na yi no. O sati president papa enti ono omote court ho ono omote judicial service ho no, all of them agreed because cases no baby efaye anybody on the cases nyina akoye all of them agreed say maame no she's wa enyoma na waye no emfamra kwan no wafomra no enti I like the point I mean how na make it, you know. President mama nya hwi o asane ba ya wo say kema refer matter na ma council of state mun ko hwem council of state mo so oh asem we no asem wo ho nti okay say mo say asem wo ho dia ene ma settle up a team, a committee, say committee don't go him. Committee are calling him. Any recommendations ama president. Say president mama cry and take a decision now. Or no boom so. Because this is the constitution for all of us.
Yes.
Enti yes enti me nko yi president obi boom so. Ono onye obi boom so. Enti o say odi mra no eya adwuma. E na odi mra na eya adwuma. And say we a member of parliament. Now we dey say near ekono enko yi mawa. You have remedy. That remedy it's not always on the floor of parliament. Yeah, we are fenyo marking Korea. Ono na. Yeah, speaker. You see what is in the constitution? Like I say, 3 NPP MPs, any one independent candidate across the carpet. 1 have crossed carpet to the NDC. 3 of them have crossed carpet from MPP up to independent, and they forfeit their candidature, which has been applied before by Eurokwe. You remember eko yes ade no e ho ana fenyo market 11 am wadru high court e wadru supreme court wa wo de wasem ko ha etim di bosome miensa bosome na bosome du afi ti say 11 na yemfre ye no within 2 hours na supreme court afre why na frey ura ye mame arabato no. So she made herself a political chief justice. Look, everybody should go and Google Sosu. You know Sosu. He made it, Francis Xavier Sosu. He made a statement when he was arrested. Said, "Oh yeah, demonstration." He said, "If you make yourself a political chief justice, you'll be dealt with as such." This woman became like an appendage. And truly, she's not fit for purpose. You're supposed to be impartial. She doesn't look like she's impartial. She's too partial. Let's face facts. She is not fit because even Nipa or no more they don't trust and believe in her. And it's the reason why every issue or
is this something you know, you have heard, or maybe you have evidence?
No, me evidence and they say or pay us way they are court. Or they are called several courts in Ghana. All the court of Akunyina have turned against the decisions, you know. And it tells you clearly, say, Nipo no moye ajuma e wo court home to GD say she's not fit to occupy that position. And the law is the law. And you mean I ono an catch it. No matter what you do, the law is the law. So no matter what Afenyo Manken does, the law is the law. Is the law. And there is no coming back for Yemame. And this man, this new CJ will be approved by Parliament. Okay. And then the committee will approve him. The report will come to plenary.
And they will debate it tomorrow.
And they will debate it. We will debate it tomorrow.
And then they will pay them.
Then we just give the president the go ahead that look, swear the man in. We are done.
Sir, this micro minority decide not to come to Parliament at all. The business of the day will go on.
We can do 24
they should get out of here.
We can do 24-hour Parliament.
Yes,
really?
Yes. No, they are going impeaching Ukra as minority.
We will still be more than them.
I'm saying that what they are going impeaching.
And this chemu
they are 88. We are 188. Half of 188.
You see, what was that? Juma. Maybe some questions. Maybe some questions. For one my answer. Say, ye Charlotte say, Dino. Ni entitlement, ni na ye tue mano na.
No.
Arrest my case.
So let's move in. For honorable Kacho for saying it, and I mean, read more. We just have 5 minutes. Let's work on this one. Yeah. So which is this week? They are packed.
More important things.
Serious
thing for us to discuss.
It is a vice versa. What them say under NPP every week with this scandal. We there every week
with a developmental issues.
That's God.
All right, so Felix Kwacho Fosu ne social media handle name our honorable and I quote from him, very important week coming up tomorrow. The report of the August 6th helicopter tragedy investigation will be presented to the National Security Council Moka tomorrow. That is in reference today. On Tuesday, the details of the report will be made public at a media briefing, which we are all waiting. On Wednesday, President Mahama will launch an Nkokon program in Kumasi. That's on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, 2026 budget, which brims with far-reaching policy initiatives, will be read in Parliament by the Finance Minister. Honorable, your thoughts on these 3 programs?
Yeah, very critical. The sad one, what happened on the October 6th. I've seen a couple of people ask questions about DNC. We want to know.
August.
Sorry. And as transparent as President Mama.
Yeah, it's August. It's August.
So soon?
Yeah.
Very.
So this is the third.
September.
This is 3
October.
months.
What?
It's 3 months.
Yeah.
So that sad event, we know, sir, we can't bring them back. But this information will give comfort.
At least.
Give comfort to
and closure
to the issue. Usually when you get to know what really happened, it gives some comfort. And I'm happy say President Mama have decided say in the spirit of transparency he want to make the issues public. I will just plead with my fellow Ghanaians, say, especially these bloggers and media people, that you must be careful with the commentary that we run. Because it's still fresh in our minds, it's still fresh in our soul. Everything is fresh for us, so that we'll be able to manage tomorrow properly, so that we don't open old wounds. Family is still there, close relatives are still there, comrades are still there. It's a sad part.
Very.
For the whole of the week. Nyoma IBC within the week, I mean, it's very sad, but that's the life. Very critical, very importantly,
yeah.
It was an attempt to ridicule President Mama. In fact, I have a friend who is a nurse who called me right there that time na campaign no course no. That time serve as an NPP attempt to poo ridicule President Mama. It's language. One person can koko and koko ma and koko and koko NPP picked it up. It became a major campaign too. In my constituency, for instance, I be a my director issue. I can say yes, they were just ridiculing us. But it's one of the most important policies of this government. We import almost $300 million worth of poultry products at the bottom way. And this project will create employment. It will also reduce importation. We have been looking. If you go to the constituencies, any grounds where people are waiting. My great director called me, say, Honorable, Nipa Aba office a person register for them. It's more than a quota. So this is just the beginning. We quite expanded. And if there's a policy, Ghana for now some per year, because we have already made market for Nkoko project. And finally, the budget statement. Critical. This is the first full year budget NDC Edeba.
Okay.
In the second term, President Mama Abai. The first one, the first 3 months, expenditure in expectation of appropriation. Until the first 3 months was done by the previous government. Until January February March, na enye budget, NPP for na budget no to ho. And na buy ya, almost omo budget no more.
So one of Kwabena Bobiansa, ni pandit no utie ni nsema oka am say oma force na modina betina studio honom. Maybe he was not prepared or something like that. It's okay. But one thing I was NDC for ehuni say, especially the communicators no. Munsusu nkasa because na any scandal any scandalous activities bia APM ewa aban ni mu a your image will be tarnished. Have you seen how our NPP for moko radio so a omuntimi defend your no, especially bra 2024 coming 2024 ohwe na nado dan kwaku fado a na mamu ba wiye ohwe how na sebi prebiasa NPP for mwanka so mo communicators kotena TV so mo kotena radio so a they can't even defend their political party. They can't even defend the government because na omunim say enema ekoso no eye diabolic. Omunim say enema na ekoso no na ebianimu enyan enti no insamwe no omuka na omakwa no omuka na omo divert no because no musu is obey them be defended. Enti MPP NDC communicators, you people should be very careful. I am not warning you, but I'm advising you. We know the economy is somehow doing well, but it's not fully recovered. So say all the work will be done and people will start hailing you in their numbers, especially if you go to Ashanti region. We know some of them, they are ungrateful to NDC, whatever that they bring to Ashanti region. And I must be frank with you. But anything they will appreciate it. They will be grateful to whatever NDC will do for them. You get it? Because more bit is what they say be appointed crabs or the NPP flag and I say the NPP they will vote for that 10 instead of a human being, and it is there. So yes, they be a me kana medi a favor be another me kana media good. No. It is there. We know it, and we know say NPP for the first time NDC for over 35% in the general elections in Ashanti region. This is for the first time. That was last year election. Sorry, it's in year 2026. That was last 2 years, and I became 2 years. Okay, last election, that is 2024. You get it. It tells you say people are discerning to their what, to their messages. People are discerning to their what, to their governance. People are just loving how things are being done. It is that's the stronghold of NPP and the it will become the normal NPP what a stronghold, and I said the normal NPP what do you call it omukuruma bibisa. Always I've saying say oh yeah dear memmo hunsam nani, let people hail you other than say one kasa be baby now bo hunsam nani, and no it means nothing. But obi flora catch yourself the yeah, that is where you can also say adiam ye and comfortamachi and answer adiam ye comfortamachi. And quick message the midi air cut across because when you say next week from 5th say third what's now 4th 5th, that is Monday. From next week serious business, serious political activities because of communicators betie sibem NPP for the NDC for the especially NPP for the Kennedy Japan any Dr. Alhaji Bomia any the other candidates Brian Champon no engineer Kwabena Japan any the other aspirants you know omo ina betie omo hu agu montin so no mo atoto nsem na gu but munhwe yesem NDC for mano enkoyi muka because it depends on how you communicate to the people. It depends on how you speak to the common citizens. And that arrogance of power and abusage of power. And I must have been confusing baby or motie. A teacher, why being a comment session. Happy weekend. And say next Saturday. Depending on when I will video, whatever. Yanko point should be a bye bye.